Thanks so much, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, thank you, David. Okay, so now we are going to give out our first two awards of the afternoon. And to help me give out a couple of these awards, I'm going to call up somebody who, in my opinion, really embodies the spirit of Silicon Valley here in entrepreneurship. I could tell you about how he helped launch the first online bank. I could tell you how he was instrumental in founding Compliance Online, the largest GRC compliance hub out there. But, you know, I'll just really sum this up in one, you know, heartfelt statement. It's going to just take me a minute. He's my boss. So please welcome everybody, co-founder, president, and CEO of Regalix, Vikas Sharan. So Vikas will be handing out awards. We also would like to call up Greg Sherwin again. So if you win an award, please come up and Vikas will present the awards to you there, and then we'll want to snap a couple pictures of you. So our first award for today is Social Business. Our nominees: City Age by Rarewire, Dream Pro by Dream Commerce, Museum NFC by Mobile People, OccuTag Snap App by Rico, Perch Small Business by Closely, and Voxer Business by Voxer. And the SVBA for Best Social Business App goes to Voxer. So we'll have those personally engraved later.
We're going to have these engraved later.
Yeah. The next award we want to give out is the Best Management App. Our nominees: Egnyte from Egnyte, Good Collaboration Suite by Good Technology, Good for Enterprise by Good Technology, Shika by Safety in Your Hand, and Steer Your Career App by Smart Learning Apps. And the SVBA for Best Management App goes to Egnyte from Egnyte. All right, round of applause. All right, let's go ahead and continue with our best overall app presentations and continue the awards as well. Our next presenter from New Relic, please welcome Anusha Sethuraman, Product Marketing Manager.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for having us here today. We're really excited to be here. So before I jump in, my name is Anusha. Oh, I need to stand here, probably. My name is Anusha, and I'm the Product Marketing Manager at New Relic. I work primarily on our mobile product. Let me tell you a little bit about New Relic, just because of the fact that our iOS application is mainly for our customers. It's an app that helps them access data that they get as a New Relic customer on their iPhone or iPad. So New Relic was founded in 2008 by Lou Cerny, and we are a SaaS-based company for web and mobile application performance management. So we monitor the performance of different if you have web applications or mobile applications, whether it's iOS or Android, we would monitor all of these different applications. We are managing tons of data every single day. We collect billions of metrics, and we manage about 8 terabytes of new data data every day, which makes it kind of challenging to be able to bring that data into an iPhone or iPad application. We have over 70,000 accounts. So let me tell you about why we decided to build this application. Our customer base is essentially developers and IT operations folks, because we provide performance metrics. So they want to be able to access data anywhere, anytime, and they also want to be able to get notified when there are problem alerts, which is a big part of the iPhone application. So we have alerts that we allow them to set up on the website, and they can, so thresholds for when something goes wrong, they want to be alerted. So then they get the same alerts on the iPhone app, which has proved to be a very, very, very valuable feature in our application. So just to give you an idea of how it looks, that is a push notification, sort of like kind of like how you would get it if you had something set up. So it's telling you that the error rate for this application is greater than 10%. So this is something that the developer would have set up, and then they would get these notifications. Our UI is heavily chart-based, so because obviously we provide visualizations to developers on how their apps are performing. You have different metrics on there. So it's heavily chart and graph-based, which sort of leads into some of the main challenges that we had, especially because we deal with so many metrics on a daily basis. So one account might have hundreds of different applications that they monitor, and that collects metrics minute by minute, and it just leads to thousands and hundreds of thousands of metrics. So being able to pull that into the small screen on an iPhone was really one of the most challenging things. And most of our data is chart-based, so being able to display that in a scrollable fashion in your iPhone application was again one of the other challenges that we faced. But we did get through it pretty well. We started with a lot of private beta tests, and then we also moved on to just releasing a product that had minimum features. And then as we saw people using it, we had users that gave us a ton of feedback, and every time, we would monitor how they naturally tend to use their applications. For example, we saw that most of these users tend to scroll to access historical data, which led to one of the features that we ended up adding, especially in our iPad application, was to be able to just scroll through to access historical data. So what essentially does the app allow people to do? So let me just clarify that this is for our customer base. We have over 70,000 people, and that is who we're targeting. So these are just some of the features that people can do with that. Basically, everything that we can give them on the website, they can slowly start accessing on the mobile side. I'm going to just scroll through because I got the 1 minute mark. Again, like I said, the alerting, that's the main thing that people really love about this application, because they want to know in real time how their apps are performing and if they have problems. So that's a big deal. We recently launched an iPad application as well. So we've been very successful in our application. We made it to the top 20 iPhone business application, top free iPhone business apps at number 13. We've had over 20,000 downloads till date. And we send close to 200,000 push notifications every single day on average. And that is a huge number of active users for our application. All right, well, I made it. Thank you.
Judges, any questions for Anusha?
Yeah, when you're working with developers, how do you get your feedback about the features they'd like to see, or more the operations people?
Yeah, so we have support teams, right? And a lot of requests go into the support. They would make requests for features, they would make requests on social media, they might know the developers. We do a lot of marketing around our application. We create ads, we do a lot of promoted tweets, targeted campaigns, those kind of things. It is a free application, but it's still an added value to our existing solution. So we have support teams in place that would take requests or anything like that. So that's how we, the developer would also, if we have a set of, sort of like an advisory board kind of thing that people would just want to give feedback, like active users of the application that we want to request feedback from, that would be another way of doing it too.
I'll just restate the question. Mic back to you. Yeah.
Oh,
No worries.
I just have one question. I'm assuming one of your customers is like the CIO, right? Right. So what kind of business benefits have you been able to deliver in terms of, cost savings, or what are the business kinds of metrics they were able to deliver? Because this is excellent for point of monitoring and downtimes and failures and all that sort of stuff. How does it translate to productivity? What kind of metrics do you have?
Okay, so the question was, what are some of the business benefits and how does that translate to metrics?
All right, so like I said again, this application is really, the idea behind the application is to be able to give developers a way for them to have data anytime, anywhere they are. So we're taking our solution, Relic, is a performance management solution, which is again targeted primarily towards developers and IT operations folks. Not so much, we don't focus so much on business metrics even on the website. So we're not providing business metrics to them. But the fact that we have an iPhone application and the fact that we have all of these performance metrics itself affects the whole business because of the fact that you're reducing time for them to solve a problem, where the mean time to resolution is definitely reduced with the metrics that we provide, and the fact that we have an iPhone app, so they don't have to go. So, for example, if they get an alert and they have to, maybe it's a pager that they get an alert on, and then they have to go log on to computer, see what's happening, and alert someone else to fix the problem. But here they get an alert, they can quickly just send a text to a developer and say, hey, okay, this is what I noticed. You got to go and fix this problem right now. So it's it's efficient. That's essentially what it is.
Are you able to configure the alerts on the device itself, or is that something that has to happen separately on the website?
Okay, so can they configure the alerts on the device itself?
So this is something that we have alerts that they can set for different applications, and that is a tool by itself that they go in and set on the website. They set thresholds for when they want to get alerted. So this is something that they initially configure on the website, but then they can go into the application and turn off push notifications if they want to. So it's something that they can definitely turn off on the phone if they don't want to receive it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anusha. All right, then our next presenter, please welcome from Voxer, Nicole Strada.
Hello. I'm Nicole Strada. I'm head of marketing at Voxer. It's great to be here today. How many of you have used Voxer? Yeah, good handful. Okay, fairly representative. Voxer is, of course, has been a free consumer app. It's been around for about 2 years. We had massive trajectory, launched on iOS and then launched on Android. When we launched on Android, we just saw a huge influx of users come to us. We've had tens of millions of downloads. We've had billions of messages sent. And really what Voxer is all about is simple, and it's kind of best to show you really what Voxer is all about. Whenever anyone asks me, I like to give them the quick magic trick. I pick a chat to someone, I open it up, I hold, I talk, and hopefully as I'm talking, my voice is coming out of someone else's phone. Now, of course, latency in this room would probably be pretty good, but really, we've taken the walkie-talkie and translated it into a smartphone app. And we are now available on iPhone, Android, Windows Phone 8. And the whole premise of Voxer was built out of our founder's mission to improve push-to-talk communication. He was a special forces officer and actually worked in communications. And he would carry 4 of these around during firefights to monitor multiple conversations from different arenas. Now you can imagine trying to monitor 4 walkie-talkies, not an easy proposition. So when he came back from Afghanistan, he decided there had to be a better way. Teenagers can manage